Hi there, this is Two Legs Better. I want to talk about badminton a little bit. Now, in badminton, everybody knows super smashing. You jump really high, the angle is very steep, and the smash is very fast. So, like any sports, the power and speed are usually the ones that people are obsessed the most. But in badminton, it's such a technical game. Sometimes, that's not the only thing. Because if you are on the same court, you're playing against your opponent probably are also powerful, also fast, maybe even more so than you are. So how can you gain an edge in an equal competition, a matchup game in that way? So, and also, if you look at the badminton world, there are some people who play really, really well deep into their careers, like Lin Dan, like Li Zhongwei, Hendra Setiawan and Muhammad Hassan. And I used Hendra Setiawan as the picture for this episode because he's the epitome of the movement. So let me show you what I mean by that. So this is some of the highlights, the legendary. Let's just appreciate a little bit first, and before we get into that. By the way, I want to remind you, the opponent opposing to them are the world champions, the current world champions, and they might achieve a lot of things that many other players cannot achieve. So they are the top player at the moment, at least one of them. So, and this is Hendra Setiawan, and I just I love the guy. Okay, now look at this. Look at this. Put your opponent on their knees. Okay, these are two Taiwan players, and my impression of Taiwan players, other than the two-time Olympic champion, Wang Qilin and Li Yang, and there are many talented players, but they have certain flaws. But let's take a look at this. Okay, what happened here? Of course, it's a job. Now, the thing is this. If you are, sorry about that. If you are, if you are an amateur player, what happened was this is a job to the across the field. If you are a amateur player, you should pay attention to where these professional players do. They usually do it in between the two players, and it will happen more than once in this thing. So you see. So it's a great job. The way the great job works, like this one works, is because the Koreans, they have a tendency to, because their defense is so great, they have a tendency to move back to defend. So it's a great fake. So when Setiawan jumps really high, so it looks like he's going to smash. So to defend smash, the Korean players are start to move back. And then he changed into a job. So that's really put him on the ground there. But these players are so great. They're just physically so, not Korean players. This is a Taiwan player, sorry. But he's physically so gifted. So although he was really deceived into moving one way, he can move back to save that. But of course, the save wasn't of great quality. You can see where the Hassan jumps. You can see where he lands. You will know where he was hitting that. It's a middle of the court, and Hassan is a great smasher. And he has many choices to smash. He could smash straight, and he could go there. So, but he can see that the other player has moved towards his left side, so he smashed it to the right side. And it is a great smash. Okay, it's right down in the center, but it was also returned. Now you can see this player already got up, and the other player is down there and trying to play that. And now let's see where Setia won. This is Setia won, and he's moving forward. His racket is really, really high. And this is why you want to get your racket really, really high. And then you have many choices. Because it's so high, the clear, almost obvious choice is to smash it. Because everybody is obsessed with that, right? But this is how Setia won is so much better than everybody else. He's raising the racket, he's ready to smash, and he's looking at the opponent. The opponent, this guy cannot really move because he's concentrating. He can deal with anything basically because he's ready. And this guy though, he just got up. He needs to get into position. He has a choice. He could move up a little so he can play the drop, and he can move back for the smash. And he intuitively moved back for the smash. You see the little hop? He was moving back a little hop. And that little hop was enough to hint to Setia 1, okay, so he's moving back, I can drop it. So also look at where he drops. He drops it right in between these two players. So both